Back in the winter, most especially in early January, the 8th in fact, I had a new fence. I wanted a new fence on one side of the garden for years, and finally I've had it done. And over the last few weeks I've been changing the garden, tidying it up, moving a few plants, taking some plants out, spending a fair bit of money on new plants and replanting it. Last year's ericiums have gone and new ones are in place, and I think that's the best way to go with ericium. You can keep them if you've got the room to keep them, but they come back brilliantly from new each year. I think it's always best to buy new plants, and they're not too expensive either, and they're certainly well worth the money because they produce flower after flower after flower. And within a week of planting the garden up and getting it the way I think I want it, I am quite often prone to change. We have success, we have our first reward, and the reward of course is this magnificent small tortoiseshell. Now, if you're relatively new or young to butterflies, you won't appreciate how common the species was. And going back into the 70s, and I'm talking the 1970s and not the 1870s, when I was young, this butterfly was everywhere. It was one of the first butterflies you'd ever see, and in good numbers too. But the variances of the population mean that some years the numbers decline, ultimately followed by another period of 3 or 4 years of good numbers. And I think that 2025 is going to be the start of a climb in the numbers. There's 1 or 2 already being seen in Nottinghamshire, and this one here on March the 8th is yet another, and it's my first of the year. There was one in the garden late last autumn, and this could well be the same butterfly, having overwintered successfully. And I'm glad that it has, if it is the same butterfly. But this is a fabulous sight for me, and it's an immaculate specimen. It really is. It's almost straight out of the box. What's a good indicator that things aren't going to be so bad for many insects in 2025 as many people were predicting in 2024? Here's to better things.